opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
My mic was muted. What's happening out there, all my wacky friends and all of you out there in the land of the internet? And how is your day treat you? Hopefully it treats you with some kind of love and respect. Hopefully you've got out and done something today. You know, what do you do when you get a late start? You get mad at yourself? Get mad at someone else? You get mad at the clock? No, you don't get mad, but when you get a late start, you realize you're an idiot. So what you do about that is you make up for it. Man, I don't like late starts. I don't like to do this. So the problem is getting started when you start with the late. So there's obviously only one way to do this. Let's do this. That is right. A complete redo or a complete restart. You know, sometimes we have to start over and look at ourselves and say, good morning. Hello. Wherever you're watching this at, most likely it's probably noon. It's probably 3 o'clock somewhere. Well, here it's 10 o'clock in the morning in Southern California. And it's bright outside. It's gorgeous weather. And we're starting to make changes. Changes as the weather is starting to give us a sign. Oh, look who's in the house. Good morning, my friend. How are you? I might be able to use assistance, but I'll hit you up. You know, the weather's gorgeous outside. When you start doing stuff and you start looking at it, you start thinking, man, has it already come to the thing that like winter's already creeping around the corner? It's a very scary thought to think that summertime has just kind of gone by. For us here in Southern California, it's gone by in a blazing inferno. And I mean, I'm talking a serious blazing inferno. Let's do this real quick here. The inferno has been that our weather's been in the triple digits no matter what we do. And it has just been kind of absurd. Okay, it's been really absurd, actually, if I'm honest with you. And it's been really hot. It's been absurd, actually, to the point where people aren't going out. So the thing is, what you're seeing is people are coming out when it's later in the evening. You're seeing people coming out when the sun's not blazing and melting them. And people that are like myself who start their garden, at 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning working on 2 beautiful sativa plants that I am growing. Flowers, of course, and then everything else that goes along with it. You got to get out there, you got to work the soil, you got to work things, and it's being a farmer, right? Well, for most people, there are farmers, and then there's recreational players. Now, as a recreational player, I don't consider myself to be a farmer, but I do consider myself to be of that group that I am looking definitely for the right thing. That right thing is literally when you're out in the grass or the field or wherever you're working and you're doing it, your mind disappears and you go away from all your worldly problems and you're thinking about the plant and you're thinking about what you're doing. And suddenly you realize that your heart rate has come down. You realize that you're in a better place. And then suddenly you realize that you're making the change. And then you realize wintertime is truly here. These seasons are pretty hard on everybody. For some people, they've lost loved ones. They have loved ones that they're working with. And what happens there is that it just becomes really hard. Some people look forward to it because of Christmas time. I mean, that freaks me out just hearing that, and we think about, Thanksgiving and Halloween. We think about all the kids and we think about all these holidays that come around. There's a day that's happening today, matter of fact, here in the United States. Now, it is not a holiday. Today, all the hubbub out there is very simply presidential election debates today. They're going to have some debates, and they're going to talk about what they're going to try to do, and they're going to talk about position and stance that either one of them want to take, and they're going to talk about how they're going to change the world and make it better for you. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. What we have to realize is that we're making this change. And if you're not making the change personally, getting out and doing the change, then you might as well consider yourself to be nil and void. I know most people are like, what does that mean? It's an old term, nil and void. The whole thing is like when you would have a check, you would forget it. In the reality of all things, it's a good thing. Not too many things in one sentence, but it's a really good thing, because when the winter changes, that means you're getting old. No. It means that, you get another season to see another change, or maybe get another chance to make that change. Wintertime, which it's not right now, brings different perils. Now, for some people, they live in the snow and they live where they have to have generators and all that stuff. And there's other people who live in areas that, like Bermuda, what would be a winter in Bermuda? Could you imagine what a winter in Bermuda would be? Where is Bermuda, you ask? Yeah, winter in Bermuda might be a hurricane. That's a good point. Okay, I didn't really put that thought out there. But, it's better than thinking of being frozen icicle. I don't know how I got carried away with that, guys, just because it is gorgeous outside. And when I look out there, I realize I'm just very, very lucky to have beautiful Southern California as a backdrop, and I have to say that she's the leading lady in the show here, because most of us just kind of live here, and she's part of the deal. She shows off. And by the way, let's take a drive. Yeah, you got it. They always say my name wrong, but then again, if I'm like you and you're like me, I never give my real name at a coffee shop anyways. I don't do it at resorts. I don't do it at hotels. I usually use an alias. An alias used to be such a cool thought. This alias means that, you're a badass, that you're getting in trouble. That means you're wanted or something. And then you grow up and you realize that an alias gets you in trouble, or it means you are a badass, or you are in trouble. Now, today is a different day. I plan on doing something slightly different today. You guys normally show up. You guys normally join me and we watch the weather together and we talk about the news together. Well, today there's going to be no weather watching. There's going to be no news watching. But today we have a little bit of an adventure for you guys. I do plan on bringing something a little different today. And, maybe it'll make you guys think a little bit, or maybe it won't. At the same time, here.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Wow, you guys are back so soon. Say, here, proof. And the proof didn't work, but it doesn't matter. Proof isn't a pudding that you're here. What is everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Tuesday was, the Viking day of the Mythal. It was actually a day that was after our greatest day of them all, which was Sunday, one part of the Saints' Day, by the way. Then they would turn into, everyone would take their Sunday around, run into their morrow. Tuesday was never really a big thing because no one thought about the middle of the week. Even in medieval times, in cowboy times, people were busy thinking, woo-hoo, it's Friday, baby. They weren't busy thinking about, it's Tuesday the 17th today. I mean, maybe they were. And when history is made, of course, that's how they're doing it. It's not like when you make history. You get up in the morning and you're like, today is going to be the day that I'm going to go down in infamy. I don't really think that's how it happens. So for you guys watching right now, thank you so very much. I can see you watching. I can see your hearts. I can see your reactions. That is pretty cool. I love having 4 viewers, but the one heart kind of throws things off. I feel like I'm on a teeter-totter with a really big kid on the other side. Suddenly it's lopsided. Help me out here. Help me out here. Those hearts really do help, believe it or not. Show some love. No. You don't have to show any love. But do you know what time it is? Not really. Do you know what time it is? No, I know you're saying, Wayne, of course, it's 12:16, 11:16, 10:16. It's
Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time. Bong it time, it's bong it time. Don't you just know bong it time? It's bong it time, it's bong it time. Everyone loves bong it time.
Not everybody does love bong hit time, but most people can definitely respect it. Currently my brother is out there running the world around, as you guys know him, and he's a guy right down here in the corner. You see him right there? Yeah, that's a good friend of mine. He and I have lots of conversations. He's on the NOK as well. You can check him out nightly on the NOK, and you can find him on Grow Fam. When you have people that you trust and you like, suddenly changes the world. It's like a trust fall. You guys remember the trust fall or know what a trust fall is? Done it at summer camp, did it at rehab, did it, somewhere. The trust fall is so very important because we have to trust that people are going to catch us. Now, when people aren't willing to catch us, our trust gets a little confused. Now, not confused, but it becomes compromised. The idea is that you want to have full and complete trust. The same way when you go to the doctor. But and again, I'm wondering why. Maybe this is why people do get their heart rate up and go crazy when they go to doctors, because suddenly they're so scared that they're having their trust issue that this doctor is going to know what he's doing, right? I think that's what it is. When you go to the dentist, you're like, he's going to pull the right thing. He's going to do the right thing. It confuses me all the time that people act so shocked that out in the world right now, that the open, conversation that people are having is so confused. It's because people aren't getting out and having all these conversations. They're having the same 3 to 5 conversations that everybody else is having. Have you seen the news? What's she going to wear? How are they going to act? What stupid shit is he going to say? And suddenly we've caught ourselves playing this game where we're hanging on the ropes. We're playing the rope-a-dope and we're trying not to get hit, just waiting to get our one swing in. The one swing is sometimes you don't see the other swing coming at us. So currently, as you guys may or may not know, I am sitting myself in a very long stint in Facebook jail. That's right, Facebook jail. Me and the producers on the show got to talking, and Facebook jail just becomes one of those places that you just gotta live in. You just gotta understand that it's going to happen occasionally. So with that being said, it keeps a certain, how do you say, je ne sais quoi to it, eh?
All the way here to Tombstone, and they seem they got my here sign. Politicians. What are more than a politician? More than overpaid jerks and tight suits. I couldn't fit into a suit. A little hot during the summertime. And especially, my spurs look a little funny in them. What? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Spurs in a suit. Most people don't understand that concept unless you're around horses all day or you are working out in the prairie. Think about that. That's a crazy thought. Most people are wearing spurs in their work uniform. They're not wearing spurs in a suit unless you live in Texas or Omaha or something like that. And that I'm imagining maybe that's a thing. To this day, here in my town, it's very awkward because I live in a metropolis that is just outside of Los Angeles, about 50 minutes. And we're the redheaded stepchild to Los Angeles. So we don't get all the love that everybody else in Los Angeles gets. And one day I'll never forget, I go to Wiener Schnitzel of all places. I pull into the parking lot, and right in front of me, there's a man and woman on horseback in the drive-through in front of me. That's when you realize that you're not really in Nebraska. No, I'm not in Nebraska. I'm in Lancaster. Lancaster's the Providence of Los Angeles. I know. It's weird. Think about that. Where you live in ideas to other people. When people think of where I live, they say, oh my God, you got palm trees, you got the ocean, you got blah, 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 you got the Hollywood sign, you got this. And I'm like, wow, we do have all that stuff. You kind of forget about what you have because, well, you're so ingrained in it that you kind of get away from everything else. And then you become to it. Hey, roll the window up, will you? You joined me, and I am glad that you put the window up because you could have seen how messy that could have got, especially if you're trying to have your beautiful hair staying in one piece. There's nothing worse than doing your hair and suddenly you get in the car and you drive and it's ruined. There's nothing worse than a piece of device that you use on the day-to-day that suddenly doesn't want to work, or it decides that maybe just today I'm going to act like, nah, I don't like you. The ghost in the machine. This is what I'm talking about. Do you believe in the ghost in the machine? Of course you believe in the ghost in the machine. You also, believe in the idea of having a comprehensive garden, don't you? I cannot stand technology at the moment, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I am having a moment. I vibrate different than all of you guys do. So technology doesn't work for me. This is why I need a producer. I need someone to just make things happen for me, because I'm over here pushing buttons. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to give you a show. I got a device that doesn't work. This guy's complaining, ain't he? Oh, well. These aren't complaints, but they're observations that I have to make, because as I stand here doing this, wondering, why am I even doing this? What is the point behind all this? Getting up, drinking coffee, and talking to myself. Is that truly the fucking point? Well, I guess I'm not trying to make a point at the moment, because I'm just rambling, because yours truly is very unprepared, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag right in front of you guys, because most of the time, most of you might not even know that. Most of you guys might think, what's he talking about? Most of you think, wow, you're making it look right. Yeah, no, this is when you run into the lone wolf mentality. The lone wolf mentality. I'm going to talk about that for a second. As an instructor of combative arts, we have to sometimes break the rules. The rules state that, teamwork makes the dream work, as you've heard 1,000,001 times. Or you've heard that a solid foundation makes everything work. Or you've heard, the weakest link is all those sayings, right? Okay. Now, with that being said, the lone wolf mentality is that if you can do things on your own, you most of the time will do things on your own. Now, I know that's like very obvious. The thing is, getting lone wolves to work with other people, getting lone wolves to be comfortable enough to do this with people, to interact with people, to come up with ideas with people. This is something that the lone wolf sometimes has a hard time with. I know right now you're thinking this dude's rambling, because I am, because this lone wolf's about to go out into the garden. All right. Well, as you notice, things sometimes are rougher than you want them to be around the edges. But when you're in construction, you can have that thing where you can sand down the edges. But life is not construction. I'm sure you're saying, what are you talking about? Those edges that you're talking about, those abrasive edges, are the things that kind of do the magic for us. Because if it wasn't for those abrasive edges, you wouldn't understand those other times when it's either A, soft, or when it's supposed to be just perfect and it's not quite perfect. That's a control issue. That's a different story altogether. So some of you may or may not know, my wife and I have decided that of our beautiful home in Southern California, sunny Southern California, that we were going to move. Our idea was to take this move onward. Now, my beautiful wife is from Ohio originally. Ohio, and as you guys know, Ohio means hello in Japanese. So another part of this here is that, we planned on moving, and my wife doesn't want to go to the Arctic snow. Neither do I. And then we both got to talking, where would be the ideal spot to go? Now, I know ideal spot, people are like, oh, this is the ideal spot. That's the ideal spot. And I know for some people, their ideal spot is just a little different than yours. Wow. Doesn't that blow you away every time you see it? Unless you get to see that every day. I don't see that every day. The ocean is a good 2 hours away from me. Not that, about an hour away from me, an hour and change. The ocean's this thing that makes me feel about this big. I'm sure you know that feeling when you stand on the shore, hear the ocean pounding on itself and the rocks moving around and you feel really small. So moving, feeling really small. Suddenly when you realize you're moving down the street, you're not packing your house and your boxes and your worldly belongings to just jump in the car and run up the road. No, we've made this decision that there's this little place in this beautiful place of freedom called Arizona. I know a lot of people are like, Arizona? Yeah, Arizona. The thing with Arizona that is so pure for me is that it still is the land of freedom. It still is land where you can have things that you want. You can have things that aren't deemed legal. Children are still running around at nighttime. People are still playing games of fun. Man.
Well, once again, here we are, being family and friends out here in Armador County, or as I should say, Plymouth. Come on out, steampunks. That's right, you heard me right. Steampunks. I'm not really sure what it is, but it is. You should come out and see my friends. All my friends. Wild bunches of us. And remember, if you can't get it right and you don't want to do it right, you can join the Black Flag Gang, because there is only one way out of here.
I'm a time traveling fool. I know, you're wondering what that is. I'm a time traveling idiot. As well as watching out for the weather and watching out for things and waking myself up like most people, I am a huge fanatic for this time. My beard got lopsided. Awkward. Sorry about that. No, do not try to adjust your screen. It's just my beard. No, I'm joking. Tombstone, Arizona. You know, it's a place where stuff happens. And for me to move to a place that has such value, it's beyond any dollar sign. It's beyond any of that. So when we talked about moving to Tombstone and moving and doing all this, we weren't entirely sure, because everyone out there, not everyone, that's kind of judgmental. A lot of people out there want to tell you that the market is bad, that you can't trust the market because it's not a seller, it's not a buyer, it's not this person's market, it's not that. Hold your money, save your money. You got buying power in California, which is all true. At the same time, part of it's not, because the market is very, very strong right now. People are still buying houses, guys. This is that whole idea of to get a lawnmower that you can become the lawn guy because everyone's got a lawn. Well, I live in the desert where not everybody's got a lawn. So you got to have a pivot once in a while. For us, that pivot was Tombstone, Arizona is about 1,000 miles away. So that means packing trucks and moving stuff and carrying stuff across the United States. When you have all this stuff packed up, you're just like, oh my God, this is just a wee bit intimidating. No, it's not a wee bit intimidating. It is downright intimidating. I'm not even going to lie to you. Part of it has got me just scared, kerflumped, whatever the word is that you're looking for. And a part of it is that maybe I'm that guy who oh, sorry about that, sending something out real quick. Maybe I'm that guy who just doesn't like change. You know, I think that's something. But this change is one where I've had to turn my mind state around. Today's show is based off an idea that I was going to do, but unfortunately, yours truly, yeah, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. There's no excuse. Yeah, I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, started working in my garden, came back, sat down, had some bong hits with my beautiful other half, went back to sleep. I think my dog had a stroke. But wow, I sound like I'm giving a bunch of excuses. The ninjas attacked me as I jumped the fence, and they got my homework, and they made it so I couldn't get past the pirates. And basically, they sent out the assassins that were, yeah. All right, no, you cannot copy and paste, my good friend, but you can definitely write the link down. That would be a really cool thing here. I'm going to try to send that out in a second when I do take my commercial break. Yeah, I know you guys are like, commercial break. Wait, he didn't say anything about commercial breaks. Oh, yes, I did. No, it's not. It's only what, 10:30 by my time or 12:30 by my time. But by my time and your time and our time together, it's going to happen. Sir Steve-O, if you're out there, bro, I could really use assistance for the moment, good friend. That link right down there has to go to someone in the comments, and unfortunately, I can't pull away from this. So, bro, if you could do me that, yes, I will work on doing that right now for you, my friend. I am in the midst of that and running the show. You guys want to see a magic trick? Most of you don't know this, but I don't really do the whole foam thing. Foam cups kind of freak me out. It's something about the texture or something about the static that it builds. Let me demonstrate. As I have it, just hold on to it, and then wow, trip out on that somehow. It's just this weird static that happens. Hey, be good to yourself and stay away from the phone. You're obviously not away from the phone, are you? I know. I'm writing down a link real quick, guys. So give me a moment while I do something real quick. Like, please forgive for this momentary lap of inconvenience. So, hey, I'll make a deal with you. I'll do something for you if you do something for me.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Smoke Signals Tyendinaga. What a cool idea to have your own shop, have a commercial, and air it. Part of me is blown away because there are certain laws that we have here in the States, and it's not prohibited, but they do frown upon it. When you go into a shop and you try to tell them that you're willing to do a video link or you're willing to do a stream or some kind of podcast or something to help their business out, they get a little leery because they know that the Fed comes down on that, because basically all footage shot inside a weed shop, basically it's really supposed to stay there, guys. They don't want footage to be shared. They really don't want that footage shared. But but wait for 1 second. I forgot. I'm sorry. Guys, you can find me if you like the content that you do see here and you do witness here. You can find me all over the web. You can find me in the Misfit Island. You can find me at Bong Hit Time 420. And you can also find me at this one. Yeah, that's right. Keeping it green. You got here on time. Wow, everybody's dead. People are showing up. Thank you so very much, guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. You know, I'm working on this. I'm trying to make things happen. Just got a little weird late start. I'm trying to make up for having that weird late start. So my Uncle Ron came in yesterday. He's a stickler for words. He and I had this disagreement over a quote. He wanted to come up and settle this with you guys.
I believe the saying is, one who lives in a golden canoe must never throw rocks at a plastic dinghy. You need to get your facts straight when you put them out there on the internet.
Oh my God, if you didn't know that already, right? You didn't see this person over in the corner. Wait, wrong corner. Down there in the corner. Miss Becca is a really good friend of mine. You guys, if you haven't seen what Miss Becca does, you need to see what Miss Rebecca Fauché. Sorry, you need to see what she does. She's got great art. She's got a great mind. She's great to look at. She's a lot of fun. Come on, guys. Come on. Go see her thing. You know, I got to do a commercial run. And then when we're done with the commercial run, it looks like I got some mail from Canada today, guys. And I'm going to let this carry over. First, we're going to take care of this. And then we're going to take a trip to Canada. How about that? I know you're thinking, trip to Canada, Wayne? And I'm like, yeah, trip to Canada. And you're like, you're out of your mind.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimate.
Having a technical difficulty there, kids. Sorry about that. We're having a moment here. I'm having a little bit of technical lag, guys. I need to do something for you guys, and I'm having a hard time doing it. Let's try this one more time. Let's see if this works, okay? Let's go here.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark.
All right, we are having some serious technical difficulties today. And today, Miss Kim, if you were watching this show today, I'm going to make it up right. Because generally, guys, we do lots of commercials and we make sure that our people get their commercials. And if you guys don't know this, you should check out in the Northern Ontario area. There are lots and lots of good stuff out there. For one good thing is there's smoke signals tie into Naga. You should definitely check out that shop if you were in I believe it's the Mohawk area. Man, smoke in a different place. Could you imagine that? I mean, a lot of people don't really get that thing, you know, and it becomes oh, hello, Miss Ashley, and how are you doing today? Today's technical issues are brought to you by the power of Wayne Cruz. Oh, well, hey, I got a little bit of mail to open up for you, and I figured truth is this. If I can't play a commercial and do things right, I would do a different thing by representing Canada in a whole different way, because I am a United States citizen and I have a love for all things Canadian. And I have a good friend of mine who happens to be a pretty fucking amazing dude. You know, when you meet people on the internet, you can always have a good idea or a bad idea. Now, here's the deal. People will always judge the book by the cover, okay? They will look at you and they will say, oh, you have red hair, you have buck teeth, you got a tattoo on your cheek. And some people will actually judge that shit. Some people will get upset because, oh my God, like this person looks different than me. Guys, with no further ado, hailing from Canada, coming in with, I don't know how much space, I don't want to insult my friend. Zen Wushu!
Tabarnak, all I got to say, thank you. Merci bien, grosse petite calice, comme on dirait par chez nous. That's what's up. That's all I gotta say. Nice presentation, bro. Thank you so very fucking much. What's up, everybody?
How are you today, dude? How are you today?
I'm feeling fucking great, bro. It's the end of the summer. The weather is starting to cool off a little, super nice, like nice in, out, There you go. How are you today, bro?
I wanted to talk about something since I got you of all people up here. Today has been a total clusterfuck, guys, so please forgive me. And the fact that this is happening right now is basically the alignment of the stars going, Wayne, we're going to give you a win today. Now, when you have someone in your life and you're like, could you learn something from your brother and your sister? Absolutely, you can. This guy right here is a teacher of many things. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do on Saturdays?
Saturday is my live growing class, which picks up in popularity because what we do is we review and give you the proof if something works or not. So we bust myth or we promote every good brand of nutrient or whatever that is regarding all the growing indoor, outdoor. We affectionately call it the Grow Me University. It's a really cool university, a place where the beginner or more seasoned grower can just share their knowledge, their problems. It's on every Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. There you go. So if you guys are growing or wanting to start growing, I think it would be like a place to be. Yep.
Well, knowing is growing, not to sound cheesy. And by the way, guys, if you can just put it away for 30 minutes a day on the IWK, there are virtual sessions every day for 30 minutes a day at the 420 and the 710. Normally I play that commercial for you guys, but I'm having technical issues. So today, Kim, I promise you, Kim, I'm going to make up.
I will share my personal assistant with you if you want. She's very good on sharing the links and everything during the live. So I will hop her in on board, bro.
How do you say good vibes in French? Good vibes.
Bonne vibration.
Okay, just what he said. Guys, the good vibes are what we need to carry on. Have you ever met somebody that says they're good vibe, but they're really hiding behind a dark shadow? But they claim to be this thing? This dude right here.
Unfortunately, on social media, a lot of people hide behind masks. But as in the reality, it always falls down, and then we always see the real true person that they hide behind. But sometimes it's just too late, and that's what it is.
Yeah, as my friend said it here, secret hater. Steve-O, you got the keys for the office, bro. You're always welcome in the house for some questions. My buddy here's in. So let's talk real quick, dude. Since I got you up there and I'm ruining this show now, we're going to fix it right now. So with growing, are you a sativa? Are you an indica? Are you a hybrid? Are you a roses guy?
Well, unfortunately, nowadays, it's really hard to find those pure strain, fully indica or fully sativa, because in the breeder's world, everybody breeds everything with everything and everything. Sometimes they just make no sense. They don't put the study behind the work they do, and they come out with so many hybrids that people nowadays have anxiety attack or paranoia and stuff when they smoke weed. It's because they get high sativa, they get high indica, they just don't know where to put themselves, so they fucking freak out. But I'm more of an indica. Yeah, indica.
I had that happen this morning. I had a bong hit this morning, and I thought I'd lay down and I had an anxiety attack thinking about.
I got my bong ready, bro, for bonging time.
Hey, by the way, I could definitely say this. I am a user of the TAG thick ass glass, indestructible glass, the only smoking receptacle that you'll ever need. I mean, it's indestructible, guys. Now, I also am a smoke freezer guy, and I definitely have other things that I use, and I
have a special request for you, though.
Yeah,
would it be able on live for you to be like on a high place, do a bong rip, and then throw your bong behind your shoulder like that, so that we can?
Okay, funny you should say that. I've been thinking about it after we talked yesterday. They claim to be indestructible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's a part of me that goes, I don't even want to mess with that. Are you the kind of guy that has to check your warranty out on things when they tell you like, Zen, this is not going to break in 60 days? Are you the guy that's like, oh,
seriously, I'm gonna put it to the test like no one else. Just because if someone can tell me without a doubt it's indestructible, bro, like, okay, I'm gonna put you to the test, and I'm the most extreme kind of person ever. So yes, I'd get on top of a mountain. Just throw it up or something.
This is the thing for me, because I constantly hear from people, Wayne, your energy's insane. Wayne, wow, how do you hold yourself down? Wayne, do you ever hear that? Do you ever hear that about you? Does everybody?
Yes. I tend to burn people because of my energy. Like, I shine so bright. Sometimes people just can't fucking stand it. And then so, like, it's something that I have to work on, because sometimes I'm too explosive, and then people tend to believe that I'm taking all the room. That's how I am. So I have to try to think to pace down, but with the ADHD and everything else, 2 personality disorder here. So it goes fucking fast in there.
Thank you for your honesty, man, because I think so many of us, so many people want to sit from the back row and point fingers, and it's okay. Look, I would like to say something for the record, guys. Mental illness is not a joke, and I don't want anyone thinking that mental illness. Are we showing body parts? Hold on.
I was showing my belly button because I look at my belly button often.
Holy shit, you guys look at belly buttons?
Oh, well, my nipples are beautiful, tattooed and pierced.
Dude, you're completely tattooed.
Lovers out there.
Is there a part of your body that isn't tattooed?
Nope.
Really?
That one. No, it's everywhere, but my nutsack. That's
the only part that is
tattooed.
I was gonna say, do you have "Welcome to Canada" going down your dick?
Yes, and when I get hard, they did the flag fucking.
Guys, check out Smoke Signals that tie into Naga. It's a great smoke shop out there in Quebec, I believe.
I'm saying Canada.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shit.
Yeah, this show right here is being aired out of Canada.
Because I could represent their brand, because I'm in Canada as well, so they can.
This is something that I thought about it. You know what, man? If you love the nipples,
what's up, bro?
Show your nipples.
We have to make a nipple contest somewhere somehow.
Yes, get out and show your nipples, guys. Come on, let's not take ourselves so fucking serious.
Soon on Friday night show, the pasties event are coming. We all gonna have our own personal pasties when you're part of the crew. So you're probably gonna get your set of pasties as well for that evening.
I will do it. I'll have to shave my areolas so they stay on there, man.
Right, there you go. Of course. Hairless nipple is always more attractive, I find.
So I got other questions. So
yes.
Do you have lots of people that you know, like a cultivation group that you know that you have weed with, or are you just solely your own grow?
No, sometimes it happens that I will run out because I have a bad grow or something. So I have no choice but to rely on the black market, because I do not spend my money or promote whatsoever the white market, that is the new legalization of cannabis, which I am so against, by the way. I got fucked over. The only time I fucking voted in my life was for legalization, but they made it fucking so nice and sugar-coated. I should have seen it coming, bro. But anyways, yeah.
No, this is good. I have been telling people, because when the United States, California in particular, decided that they were going to go legal in 2016 or 2009, whatever it was. I remember I was one of those people that was like, no, man, don't do this. It's going to fuck so many things up. The prices are going to go stupid. It's going to single-handedly destroy at-home medicine makers.
Well, you know what? I used to earn a very good living for the little business I had going on and everything. And I didn't consider myself as a drug dealer more than as a herbalist, because all the person that would come at my place, it would be for some reason. So I would get the proper strain. I know more about everything that there is to know about weed to recommend like the right strain to use for not any like I'm not like I don't have infinite knowledge, but
Right.
better knowledge than any dispensaries that the government is because it's a government thing over here. You do not have private dispensaries. The government controls everything, and they do not know what the fuck they're like. Have you ever been rewarded or paid back, or have you ever trusted like a government or whatever you guys have in the States? I know it's a big thing, politics and stuff, but have you ever not been fucked over by anyone that isn't in power? Well,
You're right.
you cannot trust them with your money. You cannot trust them with your safety. You cannot trust them with your fucking smokes anyway either whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
And bro, could you do me a favor? Could you say what you just said to my friends out there in French, please, so they can get a whole different take on this?
Sérieusement, les gouvernements, ils ont toujours été là pour nous crosser, nous voler, même dans nos poches direct, nous la péter dans le cul sans cracher avant, c'est comme vraiment dégueulasse. So, si on les trosse pas pour notre argent, pour notre sécurité, ben pourquoi qu'on les trosserait, même avec ce qu'on fume et tout? You know, c'est ça, tabarnak, rien d'autre à dire.
Exactly what he said. I sit back and I think, even when you slow start or you make the mistake start.
Donna, what's up, Donna? Sorry, bro. I see people out there, and I'm happy to see my people supporting and stuff.
I was just gonna say, I see people in here, guys. Thank you so very much that show up. I see you guys' beautiful faces. I see your names up there, and I know what you do for us because I see you in our community. Whether it's 1 time or 8 time, I see you, Karen. I see you, Tina, and I see you, Colleen. I see you, Alan. I see you, Silos. I see all of you.
Tina would be my fan number 1. She's my wife.
Guys,
you never see her in front of the cam, but she's always in the back, doing all the work, the research, everything that there is to like that I don't have time to do because I'm on stage.
Right.
The thing that people need to remember is we do what we do on stage, but there are so many other people that are not on stage in front of the camera because it's not their job. There's so many other people behind the camera to allow us to do our thing in front of the camera. We need to remember them.
Yeah, it becomes, for me personally, I've had lots of friends that I work with, lots of constituents that do the same thing as me. And I'd like to say for the record, guys, whoever's watching.
East Coast. We got an East Coaster, Nova Scotia. My wife, grew up there, like when she was really young.
Oh, to the land of the freaking frozen.
Yo, do you grow in Nova Scotia, or is it too cold and windy? Because I know the weather there is fucking shitty all fucking year long, bro.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine. I know another person from there. What I like to say here, guys, is without every single one of you, I would be up here talking alone.
You know what? I would be in my bathroom talking to myself in front of the mirror.
yes. So I always say this in every show that I do, guys. Thank you for your viewing and thanks for your watching, because there are so many other options out there for us to watch. There are so many other shows. There are so many other platforms. So the fact that you choose to come up here and see me and my friend talk, or just me in the news, it makes me feel so, so very good. And it gives you validation. It lets you know you're doing something for the right reason. Right or wrong, we're doing it for a reason. And, all I have to say is to you guys in the community, when you're doing the right thing, like my good friend Danielle Cooper, if you guys don't know her, Miss Danielle is a FICO.
Hi, Danielle. I was about to say hi. That's why I was saying hi.
No, she's all about FICO. She's all about the FICO. No, you can catch Danielle driving her car around somewhere all day long, having a live stream with her friends and dabbing.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I like road trips. I love road trips.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have field trips. Like sometimes in any shows, we have field trips around, like seeing gardens of other people and stuff. Like this weekend, in Saturday's live grow class, we're gonna have Stephen Miller, Scott Buell in an interview. Those are breeders that I trust. Might grow with. I'm working with them all winter this winter, so I represent them as fuck. 100% successful germination process. Everything is super fucking clean. And then we're gonna follow up with a little interview with Ronald Chapman, who has a fucking amazing garden this summer, y'all.
You know, when we talk about these amazing gardens, we talk about our friends, you know, shouting out to our friends is always beautiful. Thank you for that, Wu, because I think people need to know that, man, you guys all are out there and you matter. Now, when I say that, I'm not trying to sound like a bumper sticker, and I'm not trying to sound like a little pin that you get because you're 17th place. I give it out because I truly care for my friends. And each and every one, when I talk to my friends, I try to let them know. Is there anything you want to let your friends know today? Anything you want to spout out there? Because we are coming to the end of my 55-minute show, but we're going over a little bit today. Kim, I'm going to make up for you because I'm going to do a commercial break at the end, my friend. Anything you want to say, Zen?
And well, thank you first off for allowing me on stage right here and allowing me to get in your community. I find it's a really great opportunity for me and for everyone here as well to start blending in with the rest of the other communities, because I believe the 420 community has been stigmatized for so long, and we need to show the rest of the world how we can stick together and what the fuck we're made of as well. Like, they think that we're stoners, that we're no good for shit. We have no passion, no ambition because we just smoke weed. That's not true. So not true. They do not know the true purpose of the cannabis plant. We need to show them otherwise. There you go.
You know, I love that. Guys, if you want to look for my friend Zen Wushu right there, you can find him on the web. You can find him all over the place. This guy is...
I'm gonna send 3 purple hearts so that you guys can just press on my nipple image.
His nipple
and follow
image.
me right there.
Now, if you guys don't know, my friend here does amazing videos. He's a TikTok wizard, and I want to learn from my TikTok wizard friend up here.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you so much for coming up today, and I want people to know, get ready to see his face more, because you're going to see Zen and myself giving a little bit of love here and there. Who knows? Maybe even some hate one day, maybe. But the whole thing is,
well, sometimes sometimes when someone deserves to be told the opinion we have towards the opinion they give. Sometimes, I just let myself loose for a few minutes, though. I don't show them too much attention. That's what they want.
Well, I think I'm very grateful. You helped me single-handedly turn around an up late, crazy start day into an amazing vibe. And for all of you watching, I hope that your amazing vibe is truly, truly amazing. Guys, a little fun from the NOK.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying off the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Tune in daily to NOK Network's diverse podcasting lineup. Ganja News Update, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tara Simpson and Ron McNabb. Waking Up with the Wayniac, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific with Wayne Cruz from sunny California. Grow 420, Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern with Ron McNabb. Psychedelic Reporters, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Hobbies Puppets and Tara Simpson. Peace, News and Views, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern with Sir Stevo and Kim Cooper. Thursdays we have Open Your Eye with Kim Cooper and Tara Simpson. 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by Thursday Night Vibes at 9:15 p.m. Eastern with Master and Mama Rochi. The IWK 710 Daily Sesh airs 7 nights a week with our rotating joint hosts nightly at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for tuning in to all the podcasting on NOK Network.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@noknetwork.com.
Hey, dudes and dudettes. Enjoy the show, man.
All aboard! Guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. Is that not the coolest shit when you have someone that hangs out with you? If they're not even close to your energy or even they're more than your energy, man, it's such a beautiful thing. I would like to say thank you very much for all of you watching today. Thank you very, very much, because there's lots of room out there for you to go do what you're supposed to do. Guys, the only thing I got to leave you with today is don't be a dick. Maybe you didn't hear me. Don't be a dick. It's the only service announcement that I can and I want to give out to my friends. Thank you so much for being here today, guys. There are so many more shows that are going to be coming up. Ron is going to be going live today. Check them out. Today is Tuesday. Hey, get out there and vote, or at least get out and listen to what they got to say. And if you can't do that, just get out. Peace, guys. Remember who loves you. Get out of here. No, really. Get out of here. Go. No, seriously, get.